Oh, hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the grand finale of the fast food tier list that we started 2 weeks ago.
The Fast, the Food, and the Furious.
Oh, there you go. Fast and the Furious 11, 12. I don't know where we are anymore.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, they know, but you know what I mean. If you weren't here 2 weeks ago, we started a fast food tier list. With us today, we have Doug, Brad, our resident fast food expert. Rob is here somewhere. I think he stepped away. We can no longer hear him, but he's with us in our hearts and not on our cameras. So as soon as you hear him return from the fifth dimension, he'll be here. Walter,
Hello.
once again.
There he is,
He
okay.
is. Walter, once
I
again.
was just getting some water.
How dare you?
Yeah, like at 6:06. What?
On a fast food list, you need a supersized Coca-Cola.
Oh, there you go. Walter is unfortunately unable to join us again. Who knows, though? We may be blessed by Walter again.
I'm just gonna say it right here, coward. He knows he's gonna lose all the arguments, and he decided not to show up.
He did a great impression of Oni's impression of me last time, though, so I was very, very impressed. What are you talking about? I can't believe that. What's it? Five Guys? So what if it's $500? It's worth it.
Essentially.
I had his back
He
on
told
that
me he wasn't
one.
coming. I'm like, how dare you? You come to our house where we come to play with our toys and yell at us, and then
And
you don't
eat
even
our garbage.
show up. Yes.
Malcolm will hopefully join us. So when I see someone asked, will Malcolm be here? He will hopefully join us when he is available. So we're hoping he's supposed to be here. Cool. Yeah, great. Let me go over a couple of quick things before we just do a little review here of where we landed last time and jump into something new. First of all, please remember that this is a tier list, so we won't have as much time to do like Q&A type things. You know, we may not have time to just answer all the questions you have about what Doug or Brad thinks about a certain movie or a certain actor and all that jazz. We're here for
Or
the
a certain
fast
sandwich.
food. Okay? That's what we're here for. We will try to thank everyone and do all that jazz, but please understand that we may not spend as much time answering your questions with bits or be able to read every bit question just because we're on a mission, okay? We're on a mission here, and it's to figure out what everyone else thinks of Taco Bell and White Castle,
We're on a
okay?
mission for brats.
What else was I gonna say? I don't know. Okay, great. Awesome. Fantastic. I don't know how I lost my train of thought so violently, but it completely disrailed.
Violently, what'd you like, punch yourself? Like,
I don't know. It's just gone. Anyway, please remember that the list we have in its current state is by alphabetical order, okay? We don't have it in
Oh, shit.
total order yet. So people looking at this might think the ultimate fast food is Culver's. No. That's just
Oh, it's Popeyes.
That's just alphabetical. If we finish everything up today, we may have time to go through and talk about where everything should be in terms of like, all right, what's the number one S, what's the number one A, and all that jazz. But that's not what we're looking at right now, okay?
cool. I'm not looking forward to the B category when we get there.
I know, right? So in S so far, we have Culver's, Popeyes, and Portillo's as it was written in the prophecy. Those are my favorites. Like, in A right now, we have In-N-Out, Jack in the Box, Jimmy John's, and Jollibee. In-N-Out is there much to Walter's protesting. In B, we have the most things. We have A&W, Blimpie, Burger King, Raising Cane's, Chick-fil-A, Church's Chicken, Domino's, DQ, Firehouse, Five Guys, Jersey Mike's, McDonald's, Panda Express, Penn Station, Pizza Hut, Potbelly, Qdoba, and Quiznos. In C, we have Boston Market, which is so nostalgic, Carl's Jr., Checkers, Chipotle, KFC, Little Caesars, Long John Silver's, Noodles and Company, Panera, and Papa John's. And then finally, in D, we have Arby's, Denny's, IHOP, and Sbarro. We have nothing in F so far.
As we were pre-talking,
I was gonna say,
you can go to F.
all of D, with the exception of IHOP, we were saying all of D we think should be in F, but
Yeah, IHOP I would
we're
keep in
outvoted.
D, but
Yeah.
I
We,
am
We're
not an
unrelated.
Arby's fan, so.
we can change that, movie lover. We can change that with us tonight. Really quickly, let me do a couple of these bits and subscribers before we start going into what's next. Also, I can't remember. I meant to look this up and then forgot. Did we say we don't know anything about Roy Rogers and Schlotzsky's, or do people have opinions on Roy
Oh
Rogers
no,
or
no.
Schlotzsky's?
Both of those I know.
Oh, you do?
Okay.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, fantastic. Then we'll do that in just a sec. Climmer, thank you for that 50-month subscription. Welcome back. Appreciate that. Your Kid's Guide to the Internet review reminds me of a 1996 PSA called Kids for Character. It combines 6 kid shows to teach them about the pillars of character: The Puzzle Place, Barney, Magic School Bus, Lamb Chop, Gullah Gullah Island, and Babar the Elephant.
Interesting. All the lamest. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's I like lamb chops. I shouldn't say that.
I do love Lamb Chop. Noff Noff, thank you for the 68-month subscription, 1 month away
Thank
from
you.
that magical 69 number. Hello to the CA crew and chat people. See, we're about to finish up this fast food tier list. Let's hope that Walter doesn't invoke his inner young NC rant like last time. No, I do want to hope that, actually.
I hope it very much.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 50 bits. Brad and Dawn of the Dead, who's your favorite character?
Oh, probably Peter.
Neat.
The end. He has my
No,
favorite
there's
lines in
little
the
just
movie.
neat.
He's badass in it. He's a great leader.
Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. Hello, McDougald, Dairy Twitch Queen, Star Brad's Coffee, and Rob in a Box. How are you guys?
Good, except Rob's in a box.
It's the only thing of mine in the box.
Amazing. Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. Actually, I take the Rob in a Box back. I got a better one. Hello, Sabarob.
There you go.
Ew. I don't like that.
Movie Mike,
I
thank
don't
you for
like
the
that at all.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 50 bits. Brad, in Return of the Living Dead, what do you think of the scene where Thom Matthews' character Freddy fully turns into a zombie?
Oh, that part's great because I mean I love Tom Matthews anyway, and he's got a lot of different layers to his performance in that. He starts out as this naive guy, gets more like into horror action mode, and then this sort of comedy slapstick when he becomes a zombie. I just talked about that one the other day when I edited 1985 in film.
And Brad, before I forget, you were saying, "Oh, there's no Wiener Schnitzel on here." I had thoughts about that. I think that is next to White Castle on there. Isn't that Wiener Schnitzel? Isn't that
It
the
is.
one?
Oh, it is.
So you will
sure
have
is.
thoughts.
Dun, dun, dun.
It sure is. All right, well, let's get things started with Roy Rogers. I don't know anything about Roy Rogers.
Neither do I. Brad might be the only one.
Yeah,
It's a shitty
so
cocktail, wasn't it?
we talked a little bit about this last time.
Oh,
where
did we?
in the
And I forgot?
No, it came up when we were talking about Hardee's.
Okay.
Because when Hardee's had fried chicken in the 1990s,
Right.
it was Roy Rogers chicken. Like they were both kind of working together with that. So my knowledge of Roy Rogers chicken, which they have other stuff there besides chicken, but the chicken at Hardee's was theirs. It was Roy Rogers, and it was fantastic. Like we back then in like the early mid 90s, yeah, we went to get their chicken more than we went to KFC. I mean, it was great. So because I've never grew up around a Roy Rogers. I only know it through back when they were partnered with Hardee's. I would give it a B. It's because I'm thinking A in my head, but it's been 30 years since I've had it.
Fair.
So, I'm like,
road chicken.
yeah. And so I'm like, maybe I haven't had the rest of their menu. So it's like, maybe their other stuff isn't as good as the chicken. I don't know, but their chicken was top notch. So my memory says it's an A, but I should be safe and say B.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, am I saying this right? Is it Schlotzsky's?
Yeah, Schlotzsky's is really good. We used to have one in Springfield. It's a sandwich shop.
Oh,
And they would be on these big, like, kind of round. What do you call those? Like the big rounder.
Lazy
sandwich bun.
Susans? Oh, never
I
mind.
don't know. But no, we would. They were big in Springfield for a while, and big sandwiches too. They were really, really filling. I'm trying to go by memory because it's been a while since I've had it. Last time we had it was when we did a video like 15 years ago looking for a Chick-fil-A, and it was closed, so we went to Schlotzsky's. And am I the only one who's had it?
Yeah.
I've never had it.
It's been a while, so I'm hovering between A and B. I don't know. Maybe the chat should decide if it's an A or a B.
We can. Sure. I can run a poll.
Yeah, some of them might have had it because I can vouch that it is really freaking good.
How having a poll for something that only one person has had? That doesn't make sense.
It is the people. The people will help the vote.
All right.
The people have spoken.
Yeah, some of them might have had it more recently than I have.
Oh my gosh, this is hard to spell.
Yeah, it's hard to.
Okay.
Wait till I zoom
Between
in
an
and see it for
A
you.
or a B chat, you will get. Let me do a just 2 minutes. You'll get 2 minutes. Poll has started. Look above the chat. Don't just type in chat A or B. Look above. There's a poll right now. Is it A? Is it B? Lock in your votes to help us decide. Right, Sigabigs. Walter was sounding like 2009 era Doug Walker last week. 100%.
Yeah, we were saying that a lot. We were saying, yeah, he sounded like Odie's impression of me a little bit. I just can't believe it. I will never understand Five Guys. Like, it's at best okay.
It's an
It
S.
It's perfectly fine, not worth the money. Like, their prices are outrageous.
That's what makes it special. I'm like, I go there on a special occasion.
The quality of that still same greasy. No.
Then why are you on a fast food list? Grease, ew.
No, grease is fine if I'm not paying an arm and a leg for it.
It's not fast food prices. Don't hear it at McDonald's now.
Yeah. I think Five Guys is the only one I could think of where the bag does like you can see the grease pooling on the bag.
It's disgusting.
Maybe
Which, again, I'm like, well, if it's cheap, I'm like, beggars can't be choosers. But I'm like, really, I'm paying this much for this?
You get a lot with Five Guys though, between the size of it, size of it, and how much like we were saying last time, where you just need to order a small fry and they just dump it right in your bag.
That is really cool that they just, whatever size fries you order, they just give you like a bucket load and like they don't care. They have a certain measurement. Like that is really cool.
And I would guess though that if Long John Silver's just gave it to you in a brown paper bag, there'd be some grease pooling on that.
Mm-hmm.
We have Long John Silver's sitting in C, so.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said in the sea.
No, I do find it pretty funny that Long John Silver's is in C.
It is. All right.
Did they say B for Schlotzsky's?
They did. They said B, and Macbeth felt personally attacked. Who are all you B people? What the heck? Where are my A's for Schlotzsky's at?
Oh.
I'm sorry we let you down, Macbeth. I'm sorry. All right, next one is Shake Shack.
I'll give it an S to that.
I was going to say, I haven't been there a ton, but when I have, it was bare minimum A. Yeah, I remember it being pretty damn good.
But it's pretty good.
I feel like if I've had it more, I would give it an S. Some of these I feel like, man, I've only had a few times if I,
so the problem is the closest Shake Shack for us is a little bit of a drive. So
yeah,
I haven't been there a ton, but I've been there a few times, and for me, like A, I think it's really good.
It's damn good. And they're not too big either, which means I order 2 of them. And they're pretty perfect in like size and taste, and their shakes are crap. I mean, you can go there and just get
their shakes are crap.
I know.
The
shake is pretty good.
Their shakes are crap. I gotta work on my filler words, or at least my punctuation. No, their shakes are fantastic. They're among the best that I've had in like a chain. They are on the apps for us, the delivery apps.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a ways. So it is still a ways. So
Yeah, I
even when
don't
you
like
get it,
doing burgers via delivery because by the time it gets here, particularly if there's fries involved, those fries are cold.
Mm.
yeah, and that'll happen with Shake Shack because it's kind of it's a little. It's not far enough to where it's not on the apps, but it's far
Yeah,
enough
and
to
they're
where
like
you'll
they
need.
do like they're the crinkle fries. It's the crinkle style.
Yeah.
So I'll say this: like right now, I'm an A. If somebody else gives an S, I'll just change mine to S, so we don't have to do a vote or anything like that. Because I'm sure you're right. But
Give it an S just because people are gonna shit themselves
well,
and it's only
well,
Culver's. That's the
well,
best
what
burger
about
fucking
well, what about Heather? What
I'm
does
with
the
Brad.
tier list
It's
say?
an easy S for me. I
Alright, put it
freaking
as-
love a good
It's
Shake
that
Shack
good.
moment.
I won't complain if it's an S.
Yeah,
I
no,
just,
it go- go
my
with
gut
an S.
said A, but yeah, I'm not gonna argue that.
I
Yeah, mine's
used
more. I
to-
just haven't had
Every
enough.
time I've been there, it's been pretty damn good.
I used to always prefer, like, if you're like, ooh, a fry and a sweet combo thing, I'd be like, yeah, Frosties and fries. No, it's a Shake Shack shake and fries.
Yeah.
They're so good. I love a good Shake Shack moment. Also, I think there might
But
be
do you
one.
dip the fries in the shake?
I do sometimes. Yeah. There might be one closer than you guys think there is to us. I'll tell you off stream because I don't want to dox any of us right now. But there's a newer one that
Worth
opened
it.
up.
Oh, okay. Well, the one I was aware of was out in Oak Brook. So
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, so then, Doug, you said yes, you're fine putting a good
Yeah,
Shake
I'm fine
Shack.
with that.
Siga, DM me the address, Heather. Listen, I'm not that naive and easy to trick. Okay, only sometimes.
I am. I'll send it to you.
All right. Next one is Sheetz.
Oh, okay. I know what Sheetz is. It's basically like it's kind of like a Wawa. I remember that being good. I got some. I feel weird grading it because I had it once when I was driving somewhere. But yeah, I got some like little like nuggets or something like that, and had them, and it was solid.
Okay. So you only
I
got
don't
it one time, so we don't feel
I
comfortable.
did.
Yeah. I don't know.
But it
I've
is
never had
known for being good, for being really good.
Yeah. Well, we'll just put it at the end here. I'm sorry. Sorry, chat. All right. How about a Skyline chili? I've never actually been to a Skyline chili location. I've gotten like packets of it to make my own
What's-
Skyline chili.
what's the style of chili?
It's is it St. Louis style? I don't know. It's on spaghetti.
Cincinnati.
You put Cincinnati. Maybe
Oh, that's
yeah,
Cincinnati. Yeah.
That's Cincinnati. Yeah. You put it on spaghetti.
I've never had it. Cincinnati's.
I haven't either.
I know Cincinnati chili. Like I have a love-hate thing with. Like sometimes I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm liking it, and other times I'm like, this is weird.
All right. So we
I've never had
it. All right. Boop,
Yeah.
ba-doop. Away it goes. All right. How about Sonic?
I've had it a
love-
few.
I love
you're
Sonic.
I don't hate it. I just feel it's in the Five Guys category, but I just feel it's overrated. I don't dislike it.
I'm kind of in
Honestly,
the
I would rather
same.
go to Sonic sometimes, just because there's more variety of things you can get there.
I will
Where,
say
Sonic?
so. Yeah, I've had it maybe 3 or 4 times. It's fine. I feel like that's enough to grade. I probably do the same thing. I put it at B, but at the same time, I do kind of wonder if I did have like more of the menu, maybe I'd be nicer to it. But like, yeah, just everything I've had, that's solid. It's good. You get a decent amount and everything. Just I don't know.
I
Just
would
kind of
generally say B, probably a high B, or if it's an A, I would say it's a low A.
Whenever I
Just-
have it, I'm like, damn, I forget how really damn good this is.
well, what do
I
you get
really
there?
like it. I do really like it a lot.
What do you get there? What's very good?
I like it their supersonic burger. I like how they make it to where you can just pick anything you want to go on it. Like it's not like it's completely set toppings on it. You can you write down what condiments you want. You write down the toppings and everything. I like that. Yeah, whenever I get it, I'm like, damn, this is like really good quality. And I kind of forget that sometimes, but then I'll be in a mood where I'm like, oh yeah, Sonic really is that damn good. Actually would give it an A. but
I could give it an A. As I said, it would be a low A for me. But
yeah, but I'd understand if someone else like didn't go that high. But yeah, I really dig it whenever I have it.
I feel like I gotta say a B because just everything I've had there is about a B. Maybe I haven't had the
Yeah.
great stuff yet.
Their desserts are good too.
I do remember the desserts being pretty decent.
Okay, so we have Brad, you said an A. I'm sorry, I was taking care of something really
Yeah.
fast. Okay, Brad has an A. Rob, were you a B?
I'll go A.
You'll go A.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go A.
All right, Doug, you are?
I'll say B.
Okay, B. All
I
right.
like the idea of Sonic too.
The idea.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
No, because like that's such an antiquated thing. The Sonic kind of drive, like it.
Where you wait
I
there
don't know.
and stuff,
I like
yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'm actually going to go with A as well. I don't think it's, some of my friends talk about it as like, it's the S tier, the absolute best. And for a while, I don't know what it was. People were just obsessed with the Sonic Ice. Like you get the ice in the drinks and
Oh.
it's like cubed different. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't understand the obsession with the Sonic Ice, but people I know were obsessed with specifically the ice in drinks at Sonic. So I
They
don't
should
think
make a like really insanely hot taco and call it the Sonic Boom.
There you go.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Sonic Poo.
Yeah. The nugget ice. Thank you, Voltage. Right, the nugget ice. People love the nugget ice. But yeah, it is just a fun, it's a little bit of a different concept, I guess. I don't know. Like it's not
It's
your
old school.
Yeah, it's old school. It's kind of it's a fun
I
little
do.
treat to go to Sonic every now and then. And I don't know. I feel like the most things I get from Sonic are drinks, either shakes or like a specialty soda or something like that. And it's like, oh, you're not just getting a burger and fry. You can get yourself a nice little fun treat too as a drink.
I did a Brad tries there where I had like the pickle frosty
Okay.
or something like that. And I remember I didn't, because I'm not a pickle guy. But I remember I didn't gag or anything because when I recorded it, it was like 100 degrees in that car. So you could give me anything that was cold and I'd be like, this is great.
All right, we are on to Steak and Shake. Speaking of old-fashioned kind of places.
Yeah, we were talking about
that's-
this. Heather and I were talking about this a little bit when we filmed last, and I was saying for me, like, the food's fine, it's okay and everything, but this is a weird thing to kind of include or grade it on. The fact that it's always shaped and designed like a diner just always puts me in the mood for that food.
Yeah.
So it's weird. Like, if I had it on its own, I'd be like, I don't know, maybe kind of on the lower tier side, but because
like
of the
steak.
diner, I'm always like, this is exactly what I'm in the mood for. I'm in the mood for this kind of burger and this kind of shake and this kind of fries. So I don't know where that would put. I mean, like, bare minimum B.
Yeah.
For me.
I'd go
Honestly,
a B.
man, I don't know. I could be convinced to go A on it.
Yeah.
I like Steak and Shake, but I mean, you're
I
right.
like it. There's something about it, like
The convenience of it was one of those places that was always open. It's in a lot of college towns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nice that it's always
it's a little
open.
harder now because there is more actual competition. Like I feel like 20 years ago, like when we had only lived here just a handful of years, like you just felt like you saw a lot of Steak and Shake and there wasn't much else that could compete. Now,
Yeah.
if I gave it a B, it would be more just because, like, well, I guess there's better places that have cropped up, but like I don't know. I always liked it.
No, me too. It's one of the places. Like you're right, Doug. I see what you're saying. Where it's not one that I ever have delivered. Even though I like it, but you're right. Like its setting and that 1950s kind of diner thing it has going on, like kind of go hand in hand with the food.
Yeah.
So, no, and Rob, like to your point, yeah, we ate there a lot during college too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say A. That's me. I'm giving it an A.
Okay. I'm going to agree with Rob. I'm an A. I love a good Steak and Shake moment. I was sad when my closest Steak and Shake shut down. Steak and Shake to me is like the epitome of nostalgic fast food. I know for most people, like, you think of maybe a McDonald's or something like that, but I don't know what it was, but Steak and Shake always had coupons out.
Oh,
They
right.
always had coupons out to the point where some of the Steak and Shakes that we would frequent had them just laying on the counter to be like, you want to use this. Like, they always had coupons, and it was a decent meal for a way decent price. And like, my family used to go there all the time. Our two big ones, because we always had coupons, and my mom had 5 children, which it is not cheap to feed 5 children at fast food. Our go-tos were always Steak and Shake or Burger King, because they always had a deal going on where we could get some like a good meal that we would actually eat all of. So the Steak and Shake is nostalgic as hell to me.
We lived in a lot of places, and honestly, like, I don't remember many of them around. It was really just mostly in this area. But every time I'd been there, I was like, oh yeah. I'm like, I don't know. I've never left there disappointed, which says a lot. So even some of the ones higher up on that list, I'd say I occasionally have left there disappointed. I've also been there more often though, so I don't know.
They were big where I was growing up.
Oh, real quick, let me see what's in the A category.
What's in the A category?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll change mine to an A. Because the more I'm thinking about I can't think of that many
honestly,
diners.
If we're throwing Jack in the Box and Jimmy John's
yeah, like if I'm going by, again, the fact that this is a fast food place and the inside looks kind of that good. Because I've seen other diner fast food places where, you know, like they don't look bad, but something about Steak and Shake, they really do put a lot of effort into that. And again, it just really does put you in the mood for that food. So I might, again, maybe just to avoid taking too long in a vote or whatever, maybe I would just change mine to A.
And their shakes are good. And as far as I know, they don't have
They're
a
really
flavor
good
of the day like Culver's does, but anytime they've done like a unique shake, I'm always just like, ooh, like if I'm there and it's one of the unique seasonal ones, I'll have it.
Oh yeah, they're great. Again, the part of the draw for me, especially when I was in high school and college, was that it was open late. So there were many or 24/7. So there was many a post-show, as a theater kid, you do your performance and then go to Steak and Shake and everyone get their one shake and their fries.
With us, it was that, and it was Perkins.
Yeah. Love it. All right, we are on to Subway.
F.
D.
No, I'm putting it an F. It used to be like, I would say like for a while, at least when I was in college, it's like kind of a B, then a C, then a D. Now I'm an F.
Yeah, it's Subway. I'll say I recognize it when I see it. Like I know that it's Subway, so it does kind of stand out.
Better. But
now, like so, there's a couple of things that
was garbage.
Yeah, there's a couple of things that were on their menu that I did really enjoy. They used to have a crab salad sandwich that I loved, and they kept that around in Springfield for a while. I do like their tuna fish. Everything else that I have at Subway, it's not that I think it's gross, it's just bland. And it happens so often.
Yeah.
I'll get it, and it's just bland. Like it always needs
the bread sucks.
something.
That's a big part of it.
The bread used to be, maybe I'm crazy. I thought the bread used to be better.
The bread was always kind of weird. It's just we were.
Well, when they tried the different breads,
they still have those.
It's like
but like I don't know, they taste like kind of weird now. Like the texture of them is weird.
Like
I don't remember the texture being that bad. Yeah.
And then it squishes way too easily. My biggest thing is like I still was like, it's okay. It was like I started going there and literally like the lettuce was like wilted and nasty, and I'm like, and they were still running the quote unquote eat fresh tagline, and I'm like, I'm freaking done. Like the idea to me of getting a crab salad or tuna sandwich, they're terrifies me.
And those are the best.
Like if that's what they've done with the lettuce.
Like, those are the best ones that they had.
Yeah, I don't know. And like now, like we're in an age where you can find sub sandwich places everywhere. Like if this was 20 years ago, I'd be like, B, maybe. But like, no, I'm like, there's so many places now that are better. Like F.
I'll stick with a D because I still do love their tuna, but that's really it. I mean, I had those. The last thing that I got.
With bread.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, they put out those loaded nachos or Doritos or whatever, that was fine. But it was one of those things where it's like, well, anyone could have done this. Like, it's Doritos with some jalapenos and cheese on it. Like, that's not what you're going to Subway for. But I
Rotten
do
lettuce,
like their
man.
tuna. But other than that, yeah, I'm in the D category
Rotten
on that.
lettuce on squishy cake bread.
I don't know how much I don't think my lettuce has been rotten the last times I've had it.
That's what stopped me from going there.
I'll say D as well, where something like Arby's or Denny's or Sbarro, I'm just like, no, I'm not eating there. Kind of thing. Like, if it's an option, just no, I'm not doing it. I will eat at Subway if it's an option. I won't
No,
Yeah,
enjoy it that much, but
I will
eat.
too. Because it's not like, again, it's not that I think it's gross. It's just there's kind of nothing to it. It's just kind of
Mhm.
bland.
Yeah. Also, hi, Malcolm.
Yeah,
Hi,
y'all
Malcolm.
wrong.
Hello.
All right, so
I
we've
didn't
got
want
it-
to. Oh, go ahead.
So I was just gonna say, so we got a D and an F. We got a D and an F.
A D and an F.
Mhm.
Okay, so Subway,
Subway.
like, it is bland. You kind of got to go in there and, cobble together your taste. So it can be kind of tricky. It is a little bit arduous. I still like it for that fact, because not a lot of places allow you to customize as extensively as you can with Subway. Usually with
Yeah.
most Subway shops, you get what you get. And I mean, Potbellies, they'll let you customize some things, but it's not like you're going down like an assembly line. And to that effect, like, everything is bland, including the tuna, but you can add certain dressings to help bring out the flavor.
Y'all out
There-
of your mind.
I mean, I would put it
You're
in
all
C.
talking about how terrible it is. It's like, but because I can pick from the disgusting buffet in front of me.
Hey, it's not like it's just as bland as you make it, I don't know.
Okay. So he's
It's
got
bland as they no
make
matter
it.
what. It's Subway.
Hey,
yeah. It's as
hey.
bland as they make it.
Hey, you can tell them what to put on your sandwich. You don't have to just be like,
It doesn't
"Get me the."
matter. It's all
Put good on it. Put
I'll
good
have
on
the
it.
bland lettuce with the bland ham and the bland salami that probably has mold on it, and on your bland bread.
It's the
there you
sauce.
go. Well, I made it my way, so now it's not bland.
Is there a Raisin Cane's on here? Because I have a point to make.
raising
'cause you just-
canes?
We
Have you
did
gotten a res-
that last time, I think.
Yeah, and I
Yeah, it's in the B.
B,
Okay, if it's in B, then Subway can be in C.
okay.
Because, like, Raisin Cane's, from what I've heard from numerous people, it's all in the sauce. So, like, if you go to Subway and you dress it up at the end with the seasonings and the sauce, you'll have yourself a sandwich.
It still comes out bland to me when I do that.
Yeah, no,
Yourself a
it's
sandwich.
still- Raisin
I love- that's
Cane's,
the
even if you
baseline.
don't think it's great chicken, it's still good enough chicken. Subway is not good enough as a sub. That's the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, the ingredients aren't they're not like farm fresh or nothing.
No, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So we have an F, a D, a C. Doug,
I was a D.
you're a D. Okay. Doug's a D for Doug. I'm gonna have to betray you on this one, Malcolm. I'm also a D. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'm not mad about it being in
I
D. I
cannot
just know, like,
believe you're even contemplating not giving this.
I mean, just given
What
the
is
fact that
gonna
it's
go in F? What is left even?
I don't
that
know
could
if
be
anything
worse
will go
than
in F.
Denny's?
Oh, I
And
bet one
Subway.
will. I can think of one that might.
We'll see.
yeah,
see.
we'll have to see.
We will. We will. All right, let's move on to Swenson's.
What
I've
is
never
that?
been
No one knows?
I don't know.
Nope.
No.
All right.
It looks like it started in the 1940s, though, based on the logo.
Well, and
Yeah.
it says Swenson's Drive-In. So, chat, does anyone know what a Swenson's is? What the heck? Where is it at? If you are in a location in the United States that has a Swenson's, where are you and what is it?
Yeah,
Chat's just saying never heard of it.
Wolf Warzone recap, yes. Comparing Raising Cane's to Subway is wild.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's just like you're getting some sauce. Like, that's what you're getting. You're getting some sauce to dress it up.
Yeah, no one in chat so far has said that they know what a Swenson's is. So that's
Weird. Okay.
exciting, I suppose. All right. Are we ready for the one, the only, Taco Bell.
God.
It's
All
not
right,
midnight
all
yet.
All right, I feel like we have to establish this. Can we just
Are
completely
we drunk or high?
No, that's a good.
That's the
but,
deciding factor.
Okay, but can we remove this from the Mexican food category? Can we just not
yeah.
even the same way we remove
Yes.
it? We
Yeah, of
remove
course.
Panda Express.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
of
no,
course.
it's not Mexican food.
Oh
No,
yeah.
Like they tried to open some in Mexico and they all failed.
Yeah,
No,
we
of
have
course.
to
I
go
don't think
into this under
anyone
that
is making the
mindset.
mistake of going to Taco Bell for authentic Mexican food.
Yeah.
No.
But I just want to make sure that everybody knows that we know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Yeah,
go
yeah.
there for meat out of a hose.
I
And
do.
as far as hose meat places go, I guess it's passable.
Yeah, it's like there are a lot of times where I'm in the mood for it.
I'm
I don't
only
think
when I'm
I could
drunk,
give it an
drunk or
A,
high.
but it is really good at being a cartoon. And it's also priced really well too.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can not spend much at all and just come
Yeah.
out with a big old bag of stuff. And
I mean,
there's a lot
honestly,
of
it's
times I
probably
do
better
crave
than
it.
Five Guys.
What's that?
Nothing. I'm just joking. I was like, well, honestly, it's probably better than Five Guys.
I love Taco Bell, but it's not. No, Taco Bell, I'll be in the mood for like a chalupa or their Crunchwrap Supreme. Whenever they have something new, I like trying it because they are a place that they'll throw whatever at the wall or shoot it with a hose and to see what lands. Like they'll do like a shell made of egg and a shell made of
I mean,
waffle. Like
And to be fair, it was the only one that won the franchise wars. So now all
did it
really?
Taco Bell.
Yes. You saw Demolition Man. You know how that works.
Oh! I thought you were talking about like there was a local festival in the
Yeah,
city.
like-
where,
No.
No, Brad. The apocalypse. God, twice
Dude,
I'm a
man.
Stallone fan.
that Taco Bell
Remember when
and Demolition
Sylvester
Man
Stallone saved us from Wesley Snipes and he got to eat
Yeah.
at Taco Bell?
Yeah, that place looked kicking too when they did that in Demolition.
Well, I think that's what
Man.
started the purple logo. I think if not, it was certainly
Was
a
it?
callback. Well, because before it was like brown and yellow, and then
Oh.
Demolition Man had it purple.
Hang on. You guys will like this. I've still got the Godzilla 98 cup holder
Oh, that's hilarious.
from from Taco Bell. He
That's,
wants
Yeah,
you want something to drink?
I remember
that's
that.
amazing. Okay, so Brad, where would you put it then?
It's a high B, but like
Literally high. B.
yeah, but it is one of those where if someone does go A, I get it. There's only one Taco Bell.
Okay, so Brad is at a B. Rob, where are you at?
I will go B, but low B. Like I really have to be drunk or high. I can't think of a time I've been sober and in the mood for Taco Bell. But if you get some liquor in me, or get me to toke up, I'll be like, yeah, actually Taco Bell sounds pretty good.
You're right.
Spray that meat out of a hose.
Okay, so Rob's at a B. Doug?
At its absolute best, it is an A. At its worst, which is also quite often, it is a D. Because man, when
D
something's
for
bad, it is
diarrhea.
awful. And hurts. It hurts in so many ways.
It
but
is the only restaurant with lap bars and roller coaster safety harnesses over the toilets and seatbelts.
But I'm mostly with Brad. There are a lot of times where I do crave it. It's always open. It's well priced. For something that is not Mexican, but just sort of its own weird thing. If you get the right thing, it really does hit the spot. And you're right, there is a creativity to it. And it does lean hard into being a cartoon. And I do really admire for that. So I will say a perfect middle of the road B.
Okay, a B. Malcolm?
I mean, given that you can customize so much of the ingredients, just like the same
It's all
ingredients in different
customization.
forms. Yeah. And the cantinas, they've got like soju Baja, frozen Baja Blasts. I gotta give it a B.
customize the ingredients all you want, Malcolm. It's all coming out the same.
Well, I mean,
It is
But
very
not the same color.
yes.
it is very vegetarian friendly. Like my wife,
Yeah.
she'll
Yeah.
she'll go there for that reason.
Yeah. And then at the cantinas, they got the soju ices. So at
Mhm.
least the one I went to in
Blast off,
California
of
did.
course.
Yeah.
So you're a bee, you said, Malcolm?
Yes.
He's a
B
bee.
for Baja Blast.
Man, y'all, I was
Which is also
on
what happens
the
after you eat
cusp.
Taco Bell.
I was on the cusp between an A and an S for Taco Bell for me. I
get it.
freaking
Yeah.
love Taco Bell. And Taco Bell is one of those weird places for me where my mom, when I was growing up, it's not nostalgic for me at all because my mom refused to take us to Taco Bell because she would be like, I can literally make you that, but cheaper and better anyway, where I'm not getting you a Taco Bell taco. So I did not come to the wonders of Taco Bell until I met Tamara Chambers and Ayana Wade, who are both obsessed with Taco Bell. And anytime I have them, I see them and we hang out, we have
Tamara's
Taco
from
Bell.
California.
I love Taco Bell. Like Malcolm said, the cantina stuff is really, really good. And like they have actually a lot of really good, healthier options if you don't go with the like traditional meats. They have like cantina bowls, which are really good.
Yeah.
The potatoes.
Well, that's because they know
If
there's
you
going to
get
be
the
a non-drunk or high
potatoes-
designated driver. So they're going to want to be healthy.
They want to reward them.
I love Taco Bell. I just feel like there's so many options. And like Brad was saying, they're priced so reasonably. I can spend $10 at Taco Bell and walk away with a whole bag of stuff. And they're really friendly for not just vegetarian, but vegan. And also one of my friends who's gluten-free can eat at Taco Bell because like a lot of their stuff,
Corn
it's like
doesn't have
corn.
gluten.
Right, corn doesn't have gluten, so they can get the corn shells and the tortilla chips. Like they're really allergen friendly. Like it's
super
crazy.
allergen friendly.
You wouldn't think that of Taco Bell, but Taco Bell is so friendly for allergens and vegan and vegetarian diets. It's wild. I love Taco Bell.
It brings all people of different walks of life and dietary restrictions together to suffer from diarrhea.
Yeah, I love it. So I was on the cusp. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Never mind.
I was gonna just summarize. So I was at a cusp of an S and A, but it doesn't matter because y'all chose B. So
In good conscience. I can't really.
I think deep down we want to make it higher, but
Then
just
do.
our
Simply
conscience
do.
No.
But we
souls aren't allowing
ourselves-
for it, Heather.
But we ourselves are not higher, so we can't.
Heather, you're going to have to answer for things at the pearly white gates. This
Yeah,
will be one
great.
of them.
Great.
I'm just not adding that to my list.
I will be hand in hand with Tamara Chambers talking the good news of Taco Bell.
I don't get it. She's from California, the home of good Mexican food in America. And
We
she's like,
established at the beginning of this conversation that Taco Bell isn't Mexican food. It is just Taco Bell.
Yes. That's true, yes.
Taco Bell is Heather's Huck Finn. Well, I'll go to hell then moment. I shall not
Take
deny
me.
Taco Bell.
All right, the next one is Taco Cabana.
I've never been.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't even know where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. All right, cool, great. Oh, also, someone answered about Swenson's. Swenson's is apparently, I gotta scroll back up, it's only in 2 states, Ohio and Indiana is where there's Swenson's at.
Weird. Okay.
Ohio and
Ohio.
Indiana.
Oh, no. Now that I'm looking at that sign and knowing what it's called, and I'm like, yeah, that is such an Ohio, Indiana looking place.
Mhm.
I get
Ohio, I
that.
can see more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Taco Cabana is in Texas.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Another taco place. How about Torchy's Tacos?
Never been.
Never
I've never
been.
heard of that.
No.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I'm so sorry, the south of the United States, we're letting you down. We don't know these taco places. But we do know the lawless land of Waffle House. So-
Yeah.
Waffle House.
Apparently, the main taco of the month there is the Tokyo Drifter, and I gotta say, that looks kind of amazing.
At Torchy's?
Just the name's pretty good.
This
At
place
Waffle
looks
House?
pretty- No, at Torchy's Tacos. Idiot. Ooh.
All right, who wants to tackle Waffle House first?
Okay, I totally will.
Oh, this is going to be like Taco Bell, I think. How drunk and high are we? How
Yeah.
desperate are we?
Okay. When I was saying, one of these might be an F. This was the one I was looking at. I can't stand Waffle House. I will say, whenever.
No, I'll put Waffle House. I will not rank Waffle House lower than Denny's. It ain't happening.
So for me, the only thing, because I've gone there a couple, it is convenient that it's always open, but now there's a ton of places always open. I feel like whenever I've gone to one, for me, the service has usually been surprisingly good because people make fun of, like the people at Waffle House and stuff like that. But I don't think it's the service as much as
no, it's the people at Waffle House, not the
people that
servers.
eat there. So
servers are fine.
So a part of me wants to give credit for that, but I mean everything else. It's just when I think of soggy, the definition of soggy, I just think of Waffle House. And it just does nothing for me.
Not particularly great. But you could sit here and go through Ticketmaster and pay an arm and a leg to see a WWE show, or you could go to Waffle House, see it for free, and just have to eat some okay food.
Ever since Jerry Springer passed away, it's Waffle House is
our number one source. Yeah, it's keeping short form videos in business.
You know what it is? It's like the movie Freddy Got Fingered. Like, well, yeah, it's supposed to be bad. Okay, I guess I have to kind of admire it a little bit on that level. It's exactly what it's promising.
Yes. The other thing is,
so I give it a little bit of respect for that, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. I'm still gonna give it an F.
It's also open 24 hours. It never closes, so it is good if you're drunk and really desperate or want to see a WWE show at 2 a.m. The other thing is, they serve a function, like literally, I don't know if it was FEMA or the National Weather Service, but a lot of people will calculate how much damage a hurricane has done by how many of the Waffle Houses are closed. So if you're in an area where Waffle House is closed, that means the area has no power. Because that's how dedicated Waffle House is to staying open. So I'm like, listen, I gotta give it props just for that alone.
I give it credit, but again, I feel like that's just embracing the F. You know what I mean? So I'm still going with an F. If anyone rates it higher, I get it. I'm not going to fight it that much, but it's an F for me.
I mean, if it's the ironic F, like how we like to say Garbage Pail Kids is the worst film we ever saw, even though we damn well know there are worse ones, but we just want to give it to it. We want to give it that joy. Maybe I'll agree with you on the F, but if we're just like, oh no, it's legitimately worse, I'm like, not even same. Like Denny's is way worse.
So okay, Doug is an F. Rob, what's your official lock-in then?
I'd go with C.
C. Okay, Rob's a C. Brad?
If we're going by nostalgia, it's an A for me.
It was for you?
because it was like our kind of main breakfast place we would go to when I was a kid, whenever we'd be on a road trip. Because I didn't grow up around Waffle Houses. They weren't near us, but whenever we would go to Florida every year, there'd be plenty of them along the way, and that's how we knew we were getting closer. So
I know if I'm driving late at night, like on a cross-country trip too, I'm just like, well, if it's 11 o'clock and I'm still on the road for some reason, at least I know Waffle House will be open.
Yeah, and we would get excited for it too, like because we would eat there for breakfast and everything, and because of that, I still do get a little excited going there, just kind of for the memories. But I don't know if I could, in good conscience, say it's actually an A. So I also feel like it was better 30 years ago, but I don't know if that's the case. I don't. Sometimes I am like, no, this is legit got worse. Other times I don't know if it's just like it hit the spot in those right circumstances 30 years ago. So whenever I have it now, it's not like I think it's great, but it does bring back memories. So I would give it a B.
Okay, we've got a B. Malcolm.
Yeah, like if you're just like on a road trip to the south somewhere and you've got a hankering, you've got the munchies, and it's like 12 at night, a bowl of grits will do you good. And Waffle House is right there. So it's like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, they do grits
convenient.
there.
Yeah, they do grits. I'd give it a C. It's
C?
above. It's definitely above Denny's, and yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot better than Denny's. I like it better than IHOP.
Yeah, honestly, I was gonna say IHOP had to give a pause to that because they just went through like a whole rearranging of their menu like twice in the past 3
Yeah.
years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so you're a C. So we've got an F, a C, a B, and a C. And I'm gonna join the club of a C. I don't think it's
Yeah.
like the best food I've ever had, but
No,
it'll.
it's Waffle House.
It's Waffle House, and it's better
We
than Denny's,
know.
like y'all have been saying. It's better than
Yes.
Denny's. And there is something novel about it, though. Like, because there aren't too many Waffle Houses in Illinois. Are there any in Illinois? I don't know, because I'm the same way Brad.
There's like a couple. You know what it is? It's the dark antithesis, like the dark bizarro version of Steak and Shake, where it's like got that weird kind of tile thing going, and it's like the food's not as good, and they're everywhere, and they're open late. It's like the dark version of Steak and Shake.
Yeah.
There is one in Edwardsville, Illinois,
okay.
which is like right by St. Louis.
Right. Yeah, so I associate more with like road trips and like being a special
Yeah.
treat.
Yeah.
But even as a special treat, it's like, ooh, it's a special treat, but it's still Waffle House.
Yeah.
So I'd put it in a C. So the C's have won in the
I
lawless
think
land
C's fair.
of Waffle House. All right, we are on to Wawa.
Is it just
Wawa.
Wawa's enough to. I've only because they're not around here. You have to be kind of on the East Coast.
I've eaten at Wawa quite a few times. When I
Okay,
visited.
what do you think?
And Brad, you have too, right?
Oh yeah. I introduced
Yeah.
you to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's right, you did. It was wonderful.
Yeah, I would actually
When-
give it an S. Because it has no business being as great as it is.
What?
And like,
Yeah, man. Because for people who don't know, it is a fast food place that is always it's a gas station. It is a
Yeah,
gas
right?
station, and it's attached.
Yeah.
They have a little fast food area there where they just happen to make sandwiches, and it's not even fast. They take a while to make,
Yeah.
but they're really damn good. And when we got to where is it, Pennsylvania? We had a condo in
Yeah,
Pennsylvania. We're
Pennsylvania.
just like, well, what's a place that does good breakfast around here? Everyone's like, oh, Wawa, and I'm like, what the hell is Wawa? And when I saw the gas station, I'm like, no, that's a gas station. They gotta be talking about something else. It's like, no, it's just the gas station. And they were right. It was really damn good.
I've been there like 3 times, and each time I wouldn't say it's necessarily a mistake because I thought it was good, but I just got something garbagey. Like, it was like one of those like kind of meat pie kind of things, deep fried. And I remember eating it going like, wow, I thought this is going to be gas station food. This is actually really freaking tasty.
yeah,
So
and they got a
that's
good
my
coffee
experience. It's
bar.
like the garbage I had there, the garbage orders I made actually were way better than they had any right to be.
Yeah, their coffee bar is really good too. They're huge on the East. Like Laura introduced me to it. Even like Johnny Knoxville's got like a Wawa tattoo. I love it. Like I get it. I love it whenever we do a con out east because I'm like,
Yeah,
we're
ooh,
gonna be near a
Wawa.
Wawa.
Yeah, either an A or an S.
It was an S tier sausage roll I ate, and I was expecting it to be.
Has anyone else been there?
No, I've only ever heard of it. I thought I had been to one, but I think it was just kind of like a copycat
Mm.
chain. It
Sheetz
kind
is
of like
a little like Wawa.
yeah,
Let-
maybe it
let-
was that.
Let me see again what's in the S tier.
What's in the S tier? Okay.
Yeah, scroll it up. It would be kind of funny to have a gas station in the S tier. I'm not gonna lie.
It really
like,
would.
like
Yeah,
it's
it's
that
kind of earned
good. Yeah. Okay, let's do S. You're
I'll
right.
say this: whenever I go to like a 7-Eleven and you see things just in those heaters, and you know they've been sitting there forever, and you're like, this can't be good, but you're still tempted. Like that's what happened to me at Wawa, and I was like, oh my god, this is the first time I've ever done this, and it's tasted as good as it like kind of looked there. And
Well,
it's like,
I was gonna say I don't even think. I mean, I guess that's technically Wawa, but all the stuff. I mean, we ever got there, like they make it there. It's not something you just grab and you buy. Like it takes a minute to make. Which is one of the reasons I guess it tastes so good. But yeah, no, I
mean, this is like 20 years ago, so I don't know. But they had like a couple of those like heater displays. So I don't know if they made it and then just they threw it in the heater. But anyway, it was fantastic, and that's why I said like garbage orders. Like those are things I'm like I wouldn't even generally get those at 7-Eleven, but I was just like, oh, this looks really good, and I was having like a craving moment. I was like, oh my god, it's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's really damn good.
Okay. Yeah, I've only been to Wawa's twice, and both times it was just like for a coffee and a snack, and the coffee bar was very impressive.
Yeah.
All right, we are on to Wendy's.
Wendy's is rough. If
Wendy's.
this was back in the days like the 90s, I honestly that would be an A. But they got rid of their like the salad bar. I always thought was really cool. Like they got rid of that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do they still do like the baked potato and things? Or
yeah,
they do.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's still there. All right.
And
I
the
know it's hard.
there.
Like the Wendy's I really like kind of in the 90s. So like I'd probably say B right now for me, but it used to be I would say an A. The funny thing is the thing I probably like least is their burgers, but.
Yeah, I usually get their chicken sandwiches. I love it was always a treat when I was growing up, especially when they started rolling out the like spicy chicken sandwiches. And they have among my favorite honey mustard sauce packets in the fast food places. So I still will have a craving for it for how much I loved it growing up. It's kind of next to one of the movie theaters I go to as well, so I'll like sneak in some Wendy's sometimes. Yeah, it's a once in a while thing for me for sure, but I would still kind of give it an A. I do really like it. They have a good variety too of stuff.
I guess mine's kind of a hot take. I was honestly writing a D for a while because I really don't like Wendy's. I just never got to even the like I guess when I was a kid I liked the Frosties. Now I don't really get into the Frosties that much. Everything that people are like, man, that's great. I'm like, it's okay at best. I'm with you. I hate the burgers. I can't stand the way they taste. I don't know. They don't taste fully cooked to me.
I just feel like I would go to another burger place.
But something that Brad did bring up, I'm like, yeah, I did forget. They're not like great, fantastic, but the chicken sandwiches are not bad. They're totally fine.
I like their junior bacon cheeseburger. That one I like a
lot. And again, a lot of people praise the chili. I think the chili's fine. I mean, I guess for fast food chili,
fast food
sure.
Chili.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
what are you expecting, sir? This is a Wendy's.
Well, I'm not expecting chili at all because it's fast food chili. So I'll be like, it's fine. So originally I was thinking D. I'll raise it up to a C. But yeah, I really don't get into Wendy's.
Okay, so we've
Night Artorias too. Yes, they had a salad bar. Like Google Wendy's salad bar, and you'll see it on a lot of retro sites. It was huge.
I'm actually shocked they don't. Yeah, I remember that was a big deal back then.
Yeah, it was massive. And it was a really good salad bar. Like it was a great deal.
Yeah.
So.
I love that they turned their CEO into their mascot for a while. Dave Thomas.
Yes.
Yeah, that was cool.
Day. Yeah.
I thought the CEO was Wendy herself.
She tried taking over when Dave Thomas passed away to be in the commercials. But yeah, they had Dave Thomas there in the 90s, like, Wendy's, old-fashioned hamburgers. And they had him like
you gotta get that tone. Welcome to Wendy's.
Yeah, very
I'm
Hank
gonna
Hill.
fall asleep right at the table.
They had him doing like commercials where he'd be doing like a spicy chicken duel with like another chicken owner, and it was shot like the Deer Hunter.
That's right.
But he just had a blank reaction, just like, okay, here we go. I mean, just like no reaction.
Yeah, he was so bland. That's what always made it funny. It's just like you could tell they just shoved him in front of a camera, and he's just like, What are
They
you
did.
talking about? I am acting.
They did at first. They had him the first time he appeared in a commercial. He's in his suit in like a boardroom and is just sort of like, when I founded Wendy's back in. And then they were like, let's retool this. So they give him like the short sleeve button up shirt, put an apron on him like he's actually working in the kitchen, and they made it work.
All right, so we've got a B, an A, and a C. Malcolm.
I'm shocked that Wendy's never did try to roll out a veggie burger, but
Genuinely.
yeah,
It is a
it's
little
like
weird.
after all these years. But they've always had a really decent fish sandwich. Like it's all right. I find it a nice alternative to McDonald's because they started putting whey in their breading. And I like panko. But back in the day, the fries and the Frosty were my jam. I don't know. It's a B. It's not like anything outstanding or to like sing home about, but it is nostalgic. They had a unique dessert. I know people always talked about that chili. The baked potato was fun,
Yeah.
and that panko fish sandwich, I like it.
Back in the day, too, the idea of going to a fast food place and having a salad bar or getting a baked potato or like
Mhm.
that was in the 80s and 90s at least. I can't think of like when we would go on road trips and my dad would be like, I want a salad or I want some like I can't think of another fast food place that did that. Like Wendy's was just it.
Mm.
I wish they kept that salad bar. It would have been nice to see.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, it didn't even dawn on me they don't have it anymore. I'm like, oh yeah, because I just
Yeah,
always
it's been a
thought it was
while.
there. It's like, oh yeah, I guess they did get rid of that. I've been
No,
going
'cause
inside
our
the Wendy's
dad-
for a while.
Our dad was in the Navy, so he always had to, because they have like strict guidelines. You can only weigh this much and this and that. So he
Yeah,
always
so you
like
pile on the salad bar.
he would
They're like a
eat
little
a
salad
lot of salads like during the week to try to maintain the regulation weight. And yeah, like that was one of his go-to places, particularly if we were on the road. It'd be like, let's go to Wendy's, because they had the salad bar. So
I am more with Brad on this one. Wendy's is an A, if not almost an S for me. I love a good Wendy's trip.
Mhm.
I just like, well, again, I've said this a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about this. I don't eat beef. So I've never had like their burgers, or if I have, it was like 30 years ago. I loved their chicken sandwiches. Their grilled chicken sandwiches are really good, and they are still the only fast food place where I would be like, I'll get a salad. Even today, you can get a Wendy's salad, even though it's not the salad bar, and it is a good fast food salad. Frosties are just top tier too. I love a good Frosty. My family all has. Every single one of us, all the kids and my siblings' kids, we all have our own little keychains. You know how at Wendy's you can buy a keychain and then you get a free Junior Frosty every time you go. Maybe you don't know this. Maybe this is just a my family thing. You can buy a keychain, and then for the year of 2025, you like anytime you bring in your little keychain, you're part of the free Frosty Club, and you get a free Junior Frosty. We love
That's
Wendy's.
adorable.
Wow.
That's adorable.
It's really cute.
how do I
I didn't know
get
about
in?
that.
Yeah, you just gotta buy one of the keychains. I don't. You just go at the beginning of the year, ask for
Holy
one of the Frosty
shit.
keychains, and then you get free little. They're Junior Frosties, so they're little baby Frosties, but they're great. I love my little free Frosty every now and then.
Baby Frosty is still a Frosty.
Right, exactly. I'm a big fan of Wendy's. I don't know if it's like my favorite fast food place, but I'm a big fan of Wendy's.
I'll say
Yeah.
this: if it ended up in A, I'm not going to be upset about it. I think for Wendy's, I tended to like it a little more back when there were a few more unique things about them. But I still say B, like, and high B for me. So
Okay. So we've got A, B, B, C. Ooh, I think that would even out to a B,
I think it'd be a
technically.
B?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that would even out
Yeah,
to
it's
a
a
B.
B.
I'm sorry, Wendy's, I failed you. No.
oh wait, McDonald's is in B. No, all right, I'll give Wendy's an
Okay. You said B or A? Sorry, you cut out.
A. Hey, put in A. No,
Oh.
I'm looking at the B category. I'm like, no, I'm not putting it in the same category as McDonald's.
He's switching it
And
up.
Burger
He's
King.
switching it
Yeah,
up.
No,
Oh, sweet. I'll never understand.
You don't
no.
have to.
So
though.
Burger King, honestly, I like their burgers better, but Wendy's has other stuff I like more.
All right, we are
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
We're on to Whataburger.
I
wish
just
could
had
say
this-
eaten there. I know it's a Texas institution.
I just had it for the first time this year, and I know with a lot of these, I'm like, oh, I got to eat there more. I only ate there once. That was enough. I would put an A. It was very, very good.
Yeah.
It
I'll
was a
take your
good
word
sized
for it.
burger. It, like I said, decent size. The meat was good. It was tasty. It was
I
you know,
hear
for
it's the
fast food, it's
Texas
pretty
In and
thick.
Out.
Yeah,
It is.
I like it more than from my memory of In-N-Out. I mean, it's a little apples and oranges, but I really enjoyed it. Quite a deal. Like I remember when I had it, I'm like, ooh, like I was kind of thinking back, is this better than Portillo's? I'm like, nah, I think I like Portillo's a little more, but like, man, this is pretty damn good. Honestly, I would maybe put an S tier if I just had more stuff. I only ate there once. So
Yeah, I really want to try it because everybody, particularly if you're from like Texas or that kind of area, like swears by it. I'm like, man, I gotta try this burger.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Whenever I'm in Texas, like one of the first things I do is I go to Whataburger. Same with, they have one in Colorado where my in-laws live, and I'll hit Whataburger sometime along the trip. It's an S for me. The first time I had it, I was on the verge of passing out from like a massive tooth infection.
Oh no.
And not caused by Whataburger. It was yeah, like I had the back tooth problem at the time, and I was eating at Whataburger and was just like, I am in so much pain, I'm on the verge of passing out, but this is so good. It's like, I don't know if this will help my tooth, but I gotta finish this. And whenever I've had other stuff on the menu too, it is just so well put together and delicious and neat looking. Like I had this like Texas toast barbecue like chicken tender sandwich, and it was like 1 a.m. when I got it, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to have this again. Yeah, the fries are great too. That's an S for me.
Also, I just like that the Wonder Woman symbol is their logo.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
You have great stories for us, Brad. Last week, even when you were like Jack in the Box, it made me have to crap. Loved it. A tier. This one, you're like, let me tell you about Whataburger. The first time I had it when I almost passed out because I was in so much pain. Such great stories.
That's right. Jack in the Box was worth it while in the heat of battle in Molossi. Shit on foreign soil.
Malcolm, do you have any thoughts on Whataburger?
I've never had it, so I can't really speak on it. I've only ever heard of it. I know people sing
So
it
for
to,
you, it's more of a what's a burger?
yeah, what's a burger? Yeah, what's a burger?
I've only had the fries there, and I've only had the fries twice, so I don't feel like that's enough to really be like, I can talk about Whataburger. So we have an S and an A. Chat, this one might be for you then, okay? Because I feel like we've barely asked chat today.
Yeah,
I think we can throw this one to chat to decide for us.
It really is one of those where I'm just like, if I had more, I'm sure I would agree with S. But just the fact that I even got up to an A, having it just once, I think is pretty impressive.
All right, chat, you have to vote. Above you at the top of chat, it's a 3-minute vote, S or A for Whataburger. I already saw a couple of Texans chiming in and being like, if this is an S tier, I swear to God. So this is your moment. Don't just type it in chat. Vote in the poll above.
Make it happen.
While that's happening, I'm going to go through a couple of these bit messages here. Cool. Yeah. Climmer, thank you for the 50 bits. Do you think revealing the asterisk meaning in Thunderbolts will help the movie, or did they spoil it too early? They spoiled it too early. Let people see a gosh darn movie, Marvel. Jesus.
I didn't think it was that huge a reveal anyway, so I'm just like, hey, I don't care.
G-Kids, thank you for the 50 bits. Well, that's why they call it fast food, especially when it's called Sheetz.
You gotta get this
Word.
A Pagan Priest, thank you for the 50 bits. I see Doug's shirt, freshly baked. Me too, Doug. Me too. Takes bong rip.
I hear you, bud.
G-Kids,
Love bud.
thank you for the 70 bits. I see what you're trying to do here, and I appreciate you, but I don't think in the year of our Lord 2025 we need to be making Kim Kardashian jokes. about her original reason why becoming famous. Movie Mike, thank you for the 50 bits. Rob, have you seen The Day the Earth Blew Up? If you have, what'd you think?
I have not yet, so sadly can't comment.
Climmer, thank you for the 50 bits. Watching House of Mouse episode Donald's Pool, I think the angry lifeguard is the job that Donald Duck was born to do.
I mean, he is a duck. He naturally floats.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Brad, in Return of the Living Dead, what do you think of the concept of zombies eating brains to numb the pain of being dead? I think it's interesting and it makes the zombies almost sympathetic.
No, the zombies are hilarious. And the movie was made as the homage to Night of the Living Dead because John Russo worked on that too. And also it was like kind of half parody too. But they really did a lot of things that you would see later on in zombie movies. So it was also influential in that regard. Like one was that, it made the zombies specifically want to eat brains. And it's where the gag of the zombies walking around saying brains comes from. And that's been parodied a lot. So what they did with the zombie genre, they still did a lot of influence on their own.
Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. I will die on this hill. Wendy's is at least an A or B. I don't care how greasy their burgers are. A Baconator is everything. The fries are also pretty good. The Frosties are good. And dipping your fries in a chocolate or vanilla Frosty is just chef's kiss.
I mean, people that love it. So yeah, you're definitely not alone.
The chat has voted.
It is an S.
It's an S tier. Okay. You voted for this, chat.
Yes. Now Culver's doesn't look so bad. The other places to go.
It was weird when there was only like 3 up there. One of them was, and I love Culver's, but it was when we came back to the list, I'm like, that does look a little weird up there.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to White Castle.
Never had it.
Okay, look. Did you say you never had it?
Wait a minute.
There's
two of you. Where's Brad?
The thing about White Castle is there's 2 different factions here. One does not like White Castle that much, and the other is a horrible cult who should be excised from the planet.
I am with you, Rob.
I will say I am not part of the cult. I'm not sure I'll say F, but I'm like minimum C.
White Castle is the only fast food restaurant. Honestly, I think the only restaurant I literally cannot go into because the smell is so awful. I can't even.
It smells like onions. I love the onion smell of the White Castle.
Like expired onions and farts. It's like the pan farted.
Oh, so good. Oh my god. But I get
onion farts.
I get when people don't like it, even though I love it. It's one of my favorite places.
I just don't think you should be able to swallow burgers whole like a duck. Like
don't chew.
Yeah, you got to chew it first.
Taste it.
It's just, to me, it's like one step away from like Gerber baby. It's like you took baby food and shaped it in the shape of a burger. It's just so soggy. And
I did a Brad tries on baby food, and no, baby food is
much better.
No, baby food. I'm not going to be ordering the whole menu on my birthday. On Jack's birthday, sure.
I'm saying the texture. Definitely the texture.
No, that's fantastic. White Castle. It's not baby food.
I definitely get that it's not everybody's thing. But I love the hell out of it. Like if it is your thing, those onions, man. Oh yeah, I love it. I get it. I get it. I limit myself to once a year. Otherwise, I'd get it way too much. But on my birthday, I order like a majority of the menu, and it's yeah, like I still look forward to my birthdays now. Otherwise I would just be sad where it's like I'm 44. Now it's like I'm 44 and eating White Castle. I'm the king. I won't go in S because I don't think they have the best fries in the world. But I mean their fries are fine.
Brad, considering what some of us are voting, you may want to go the S just to cancel us.
Okay, I'll do that. If anything, just out of respect, it's the first fast food joint.
That is the one thing
That
that
is
made me
true.
go, do
That
I
is very
say
true.
F? Because it technically is the first. But I'll still go F.
And the whole reason they're called White Castle and went with the white tile is to differentiate themselves as a very clean place. They wanted to show people, like, yes, we're all white, so you can't see specks of dirt here, whereas other places tended to be dirty.
Have you guys ever
back in
been to
the 40s
Crystal's?
or 30s, whatever.
No.
I heard of it.
I'm surprised.
Crystals.
I'm surprised Crystals isn't on this list. Crystals is it does the exact same type of, but you find them in the South.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm surprised that's not on here. But no, White Castle hits the spot for me, man. Like,
Let me
and-
hold real quick. Did they also invent the concept of the slider, or did that exist before?
that's a good question.
I don't know.
That I don't know.
I do
feel
like
like-
going to other
feel like
restaurants and getting
sliders
sliders
were
as like an appetizer or main course.
Crystals does that too, and it's very oniony, like White Castle is.
So that would be another thing to give them credit for. And even like, I guess the design, the fact they all kind of look like little castles, like, it's like there's a lot of things I respect and like about them. It's just the food.
Yeah, no, as a kid, I was like, wow, that place looks so cool. Let's go inside. And then I tried the food and I was like, oh, I was tricked.
Have you had a lot of their menu? Like, just out of curiosity, like, was there anything else besides the sliders that you tried?
I tried the chicken ones, which weren't
Yeah.
awful, but weren't that great.
It was okay. The fries were okay.
Yeah, fries were alright.
The sliders is the main draw, though, and I'm just not a fan of their sliders.
Yeah,
so.
do they have anything? I didn't even know they had.
Oh, they have a lot.
Oh, they have a ton.
Variety.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
so much to say about White Castle.
Yeah,
Same.
they have a ton, and I love trying the new stuff they put out. Whether it's their like little fish nibblers, they're
Yeah.
just like
Oh, I
they're
did try
loaded-
the fish sandwich.
Yeah,
That's also pretty
the
nasty.
chicken rings, the big,
Hell yeah.
and they give it to you in a big.
Actually, the
sack,
chicken
too.
rings are
Chicken
pretty
rings
good.
are great.
Yeah. their
Okay,
dipping sauces are
okay,
good.
there you go. I remember the chicken rings being good. That's the
Yeah.
one. That's the one.
In a big stack, they give it to you. They have like fried mac and cheese bites too.
Actually, do they still do onion rings? Because I liked those.
Oh yeah,
The onion chips?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
onion rings. Yeah, they have
onion rings. I
rings.
love a white.
Yeah,
I don't
because
even get the fries. I
don't
just
like
get the
what
onion
they do
rings.
to onions for the burger, but I like if you're like, oh, I'm gonna give you a fresh onion and just serve it deep fried. That'll do.
It's not that expensive either, because
No.
like I mean, I'll
No.
get like the whole menu on my birthday, and it's
No.
50 bucks or something.
Okay, so Doug, you're a solid F. Rob, are you locking in at an F or a D, or where you're locking in at?
No, I like. If I'm being really honest here, I don't like it, but I don't think it's like Denny's or Subway quality. Like, I'll say C.
What was that? C?
C. Yeah.
Okay. C. Brad, are you going with the S or the A?
To cancel these heathens out, yeah, I'll go an S.
All right, I love Brad with the S. Malcolm.
I have got to say that I do like that White Castle likes to try a variety of things. So they've got this just sprawling menu of things that you can try. Even for me, someone that doesn't really eat meat, like I stopped eating like beef, chicken, pork, everything except fish, like when I was 6-7 years old. And I did miss eating at White Castle. And so when they introduced like well, I was still able to occasionally eat the fish. Like the fish I liked. The fish nibblers I liked. And even their selection of like veggie burgers and
Yeah.
the Impossible slider. That one is interesting. It kind of scares me. It makes me not want to eat it because I'm like, is this an actual burger?
It's
Like that-
so good. It's unreal.
Yeah, it's unreal. And like I was
See,
tempted
that's
to
what I
try it.
say with their actual burgers. Is this an actual
unreal.
burger?
I was gonna say I never taste meat anyway. I just taste onion whenever I eat a White Castle.
Yeah,
so.
and so like I discovered like, you know, I have an onion sensitivity, so that's out the window. But
Oh,
even
okay.
then, but even then, like their panko sliders, the panko fish sliders, and they still have these other veggie burgers that are not the Impossible Burger.
Mhm.
I can still eat those because they're not
Yeah.
like
How do
drenched
you
in
even walk
onion.
into a White Castle, Malcolm? Because the second you walk through the doors, you were
it's
just
like
violently assaulted by onion.
No, it's
Like,
like it's
literally an onion cloud comes out and punches you in the face.
as long as I don't ingest it, I'm okay. It's just it's a GI
Okay.
thing. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Mm.
But I don't frequent White Castle that often, but it does tempt me. Every time I pass by it, I'm like, ooh, what's that panko slider saying? Yeah.
Where?
Yeah, they have
where's
the
it
Impossible,
from?
and they have a
The taste
vegan
of
burger
onions and
too.
diarrhea?
Mhm.
I never get. Yeah, I'm sure it's because I eat a lot of fast food, but I don't really get a lot of like digestion issues. Oh, unless I'm like fighting in Reno. But other than that,
It's
no,
lower.
I never
think
have
just
any
a
like.
slider's probably lower on the whole FODMAP thing. Like you'd have to worry more like if it had beans in it and other stuff, or was extra greasy. That's the thing. I never find them greasy because they're like steamed. So it wouldn't surprise me if you don't get a lot of indigestion if you're just having the sliders. My guess is if you're getting other deep fried things there, that's what's going to give you a problem.
Yeah.
So where are you at here, Malcolm?
Oh, I'd throw it in Can I see what's in the upper echelon? Okay. I'm gonna put it in A.
Okay.
Oh.
In A.
Just to spite Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
I'm still mad about that.
I am with Brad in the cult of White Castle.
Yeah.
Oh hell!
Which I never thought I would be. Okay, because maybe it's just like a dad thing. My dad loves White Castle, and also every
Mine
year
too.
for
Oh,
his
My dad
birthday,
does too.
every year for
We
his
rebel.
birthday, he does a similar thing, Brad, where he's like, "Just give me the White Castle menu, and I'll be happy."
Yeah.
What are ours?
We get like a crave case and just hit a brewery, and he's happy there for 2 hours. That's
Oh,
just
nice.
like what he
Yeah.
does. But I never liked it too much growing up because I don't like beef. But now their menu is wild for people who don't eat beef. Like Malcolm was
Yeah.
saying, the Impossible sliders almost taste exactly like beef, and that's different than the veggie sliders, and that's
Yeah.
different than for a little while they had black bean sliders, and that was a whole nother
I miss
different
those.
thing. Like they have a lot of more vegetarian options than you think they would, which I didn't think, but then like I don't even know, a couple of years ago when my dad got his White Castle, I was like, you know what? Get me some of those veggie sliders and those Impossible sliders and whatever. And
Yeah.
they were great. I had a wonderful time. Also, the onion rings, chicken rings, very good. Anything in a ring form at White
Right.
Castle
Yeah, no, it's true.
Get a ring pop for
onions are
dessert.
amazing.
is
They destroy onions to make their burgers, but their onion rings, it's just like, oh my god, these are incredible.
I don't know if I would put it in S. I think I'm still going to stick with an A rather than an S. But I think if you haven't had White Castle in a while, you should go check it out, okay? It's not an always food. It's not an always food, but
Oh,
twice a
yeah.
year on your father's birthday and Father's Day, it hits. It hits in a way that I never thought I would think it does as a person who is in their late 30s. But dang, I love a
Doug
good
and I are
White
here like
Castle treat.
Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade. My boy were pilgrims in an unholy land.
Mhm, mhm. Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna put it at an A. So we've got an S, an A, a C, and an F.
Divisive, to say the least.
Doug, this has been the day of Doug being like, hot take, F for Wendy's and for White Castle. No.
Well, okay, I didn't say for Wendy's. I
No,
said I was
you
writing a D for Wendy, but yeah.
Yes.
No, but I did say for Waffle House.
You did. So I mean,
I think Doug just doesn't like square burgers. That's part of the problem here.
yeah.
That's the connection.
Oh.
So do we put
well, they're
it
for
in
squares.
A or B then?
A.
Yeah.
I have control. We're doing A.
Oh.
Get out of here, haters.
Like the list was looking okay. Now it's an embarrassment. An embarrassment. Oh.
Try some White Castle, Doug. You'll be fairly surprised, okay?
No,
Tell
I
you
want to
what,
keep my
Doug,
food down.
We'll get a crave
is how it
case. We'll
starts,
go
Doug.
to
Then
a
they start
brewery.
pulling
You're
out
gonna have
people's
a
hearts.
wonderful time.
They got so many other things in those burgers. They got.
I will have the chicken rings, but under protest.
This is turning into that Temple of Doom cult.
They have one that's the 1927 burger, I think is what it's called. where it is beefier. It's like a little thicker.
So an actual burger.
No, I mean it's still a slider.
No,
like,
it's not a
still-
burger.
like it's still like a slider, but I guess it's more the design that they had when the place first opened. No, but it's good. I like that one.
All right, we are on to Wiener Schnitzel.
Oh, I remember them. Aren't they in malls? That's like a
I've
mall.
never seen them in a mall.
I've only seen them on the side of the road. I have never been there.
I've never been to one either. But Brad has, and Malcolm, have you too?
I've been there with people. Oh, they have just regular pretzels too?
Maybe it's mainly known for they have burgers there, but they do have a lot of hot dogs.
Pretzel dog stuff.
Probably when I went there, it was an F. Like, and I went there a couple of times, and it was like even the fries were gross, and that's hard to do. But just from the couple times that I went there, it really was that low. But again, I don't know if this was just a bad location. It was in
It's a
Champaign.
chain. Come on. It's
Yeah, I
gotta
like
be.
it was in Champaign, Illinois. It was dirty as hell when I was in
Oh.
there, and it was kind of a struggle to get through like even the fries. And but again, I don't know if like maybe just that location was just really slacking and out of shape, but the couple times that I had it when I was there, I was like, man, when you mess up the fries, dude.
It's
But who knows? I
There's a
could
few
maybe
people
try it
chat
again.
saying
I
D.
could
Someone says
maybe
it's
try it
banana.
again somewhere else, and maybe it could be fine. But
No,
just
Brad,
wait.
hold that opinion because we don't have anything for an F yet. It's a fast food list. We need an F.
And
Honestly-
you're
Put it
pretty
on
tough. Oh,
no, go ahead, Malcolm.
I was gonna say Brad's pretty tough when it comes to fast food. So if he's saying like an F off,
I
like
believe-
rib,
Honestly,
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
in chat who's had it has said it's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Most of
That's
chat is
what I'm
saying
reading.
F, D, D,
Okay.
maybe a generous C. It's so bad.
if the chat was like
What's their
collectively saying the
back?
opposite, I'd be like, okay, maybe it was just bad in Champaign, Illinois. But I guess it's bad everywhere.
Hate that for us. No. All right. Wings over? I don't know wings
I've
I've
over.
never had
had it.
that.
No one's had it?
Nah.
All right.
No.
To another wing place, Wingstop.
Wingstop is really good. I haven't had it in a while, but I would see it in food courts a lot.
Yeah, I remember being like,
I've only had
all
them
right.
a couple times. Yeah, I didn't think one way or the other. Like, oh, this is fantastic, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah, somewhere between like a C and a B. You
I'd
know,
go with
I was gonna say if I was nice, I should probably go with B because I've only been there a couple times. I feel like if I'm gonna give it a C, I should have more. I should try more. But you know, because what I have, I'm like, this is okay, but it's nothing, you know, like anything that special. So probably a B makes sense.
Yeah. I had it again not terribly long ago. I remember some years ago on campus. Yeah, like it was in the food court, and I remember digging the hell out of it then. But I love wings, man. I'm a geek for wings, and so I did have it again not too long ago. My memory was kind of saying A, but when I had it again not too long ago, it was more of a B. Like it's good, not the best wings I ever had, but like but I still enjoyed it. Their lemon fries are really good.
Okay, so
If
you
they
still
still have, they still have those.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like I had stopped eating meat by the time this chain became local.
Yeah.
But like when I go there with friends, like I always do get those lemon pepper fries, and they're really good.
They are. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
really damn good.
Okay.
I'm just gonna abstain from voting because I've only been there like once or twice. So I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So we've got a B from Doug. Brad, you locked in at B?
I'll give it a B.
Okay. Malcolm, are you adding to this conversation?
I mean, based on the fries alone, I give it a B.
I think Wingstop is an A for me. I enjoy
Yeah?
Wingstop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really good.
I more recently discovered Wingstop because we were tired of ordering from B-Dubs from Buffalo Wild Wings. And
Yeah.
man, after eating B-Dubs, Wingstop was like, "Oh, okay. This is better than B-Dubs." So,
wow.
we
Well, I only think B-Dubs is okay, so.
yeah, I like B-Dubs is like a B for me. So the Wingstop is like an A. They are
Yeah, so fine. They're about the same for me. I might like B-Dubs like a hint more, but not much. I like they're pretty close.
So now that we're bringing B-Dubs into the conversation, I will say that I am a little disappointed that Wingstop doesn't have like, cauliflower bites or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
Yeah.
the cauliflower bites at
B-Dubs.
B-Dubs is really tasty. Yeah.
B-Dubs does have a much bigger menu.
Mhm.
hmm
They do, but I like the simplicity of a Wingstop. You know,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
getting wings. You're getting wings. You know. So it would be an A for me, but we've have 3 B's and 1 A, so let's just put it in a B. There we go. All right, this is our last one then. Zaxby's, is that how you say it? Zaxby's, right?
Zaxby's, yeah.
Zaxby's. I've heard
Yeah.
of them.
I've
I have
never even heard of it.
never been there.
I've heard of it. I've just never been there before.
I've heard of it, yeah.
I've only had Zaxby's once, and it was good chicken, but I don't feel like I am okay speaking on it and being the expert on it after one sampling of Zaxby's, you know? So
No,
I guess
anticlimactic.
we'll leave it at the
Is
bottom
chat
there.
No.
You know?
Oh,
No, all right.
Moe's. Yeah.
So what we're going to do here now, because we still have about 20 minutes left, which is fine. We have plans. We have options. First, let's finish up these bit messages. There's only 2 more here. Majestic Demon, thank you for the 50 bits. Brad, have you seen the Caesar Apes trilogy? I love all 3 of those movies, but Dawn is easily the best.
Oh, those new yeah, I reviewed those when they were out. I liked the 3rd one the best. That's all I remember is really Woody Harrelson is the bad guy. I really like that a lot. But yeah, no, it's the most of what I remember from those.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Brad, which Indiana Jones films do you like more, Raiders or Last Crusade?
Raiders is probably the one I watch more between the 2. That's tough. I do tend to quote Raiders more, and yeah, if given the choice, I guess I probably, or sorry, I tend to quote Last Crusade more. Yeah, I got all mixed up. Yeah, I would say Last Crusade. Last Crusade's the one that I watch more.
Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do here, chat and other friends here. We have all of these listed, but we don't have them in order of like how good they are. It's just alphabetical, right? So if we look at the S tier here, okay, we have Culver's, Popeyes, Portillo's, Shake Shack, Wawa, and Whataburger. All right. Take a think about. Sorry, wow, that wasn't a sentence. Think about it. Which would be your number 1 in the S tier? We're just gonna start with that.
Oh,
What would be
Portillo's
your
or
number
Popeyes?
1 in the
Yes,
S tier?
your Portillo's.
Portillo's.
Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Popeyes. Yeah. Oh.
I'm going
I
back
can
and
do
forth between the
Popeyes.
2.
I'll say Popeyes.
Oh, okay. So,
So
sorry. Well,
go ahead.
okay, so Rob, you've locked in at Popeyes.
Yeah, I'll lock it at Popeyes.
Okay. Who else?
I'm locking in on Portillo's simply because I guess dietary bias
Okay.
is the top one.
Brad.
Popeyes.
Popeyes. Okay. Doug, you must make a choice.
Do me what one are you gonna choose, Heather?
I'm gonna choose Portillo's. I love Portillo's.
Okay.
Uh-oh, Doug's the tiebreaker.
I mean, unless he goes rogue.
Oh yeah.
No, it's between those 2. Oh, I gotta go Popeyes. That sandwich
Okay.
is just too good.
Okay.
Oh, the
okay.
chicken
No.
sanders. I keep forgetting about that
Yeah.
chicken
How
sandwich.
do you forget about that? That's like the thing.
All right.
I don't eat them.
So then I think
Oh
that
yeah. Okay. Fair. That's a
think-
fair point.
That de
I forgot
facto.
about it.
Then I would put Portillo's. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think de facto then Portillo's is second. So
Um,
now we have Culver's, Shake Shack, Wawa, and Whataburger. Okay. Of the remaining, Culver's, Shake Shack, Wawa, Whataburger. What should you
Probably Whataburger
Whataburger.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Rob?
Yeah, I'll say Whataburger based on what people say, and like it's got a more varied menu than like Shake Shack. So
Okay. All right. Malcolm, you've never had Whataburger, right?
No.
So of
But
those other remaining ones, which would you say is?
Like I haven't had Shake Shack or Wawa either.
Oh, no.
But I wouldn't. I
go
feel like
Shake
those.
Shack over Wawa.
Okay.
I
Like
would...
I've had Culver's. I'd probably put it after those two though.
Okay.
Shake Shack's pretty high quality. I do like Culver's, but I forgot Shake Shack was even in this list. I was like, oh.
Okay. I would put Shake Shack before Culver's, but I've also never had Wawa. So I don't know where to put Wawa in this mix.
I
I
would
feel like just being a gas station place, it's probably fine where it is.
I would put over Culver's, honestly. I know it sounds ridiculous,
Same.
but it
Really?
really is damn good. I know it sounds
Yeah.
ridiculous, but it really was good.
Okay.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. You guys are the ones who have had Wawa, not me. So
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know.
I was.
As I
was
said, I
very,
just
very
had some
impressed.
of the garbage tier items there, so.
All right, that brings us to the A tier. In A tier, we have In-N-Out, Jack in the Box, Jimmy John's. This is quite the list here. Jollibee, Sonic, Steak and Shake, Wendy's, and White Castle. These are all
that's
very different places.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to rank these, really. I do think, I feel like, at least for me, Wendy's and White Castle are right where they belong.
Yeah.
Oh, no, White Castle is first.
Yeah. So dietary bias, I would say White Castle,
Okay.
but I just know that, if I could eat the other menu items, like I feel like Jollibee would be first.
Okay.
Simply-
Well, actual like taste wise, In-N-Out Burger probably. But I have not been to Jollibee, and I do trust y'all when you say that one's pretty amazing. So if that goes first, I'm not gonna like fight that. You know what I mean?
Okay, so Doug, you're In-N-Out. Malcolm,
Yeah.
you're White Castle. Brad,
Yeah.
are you truly White Castle?
Yeah, I'll pick White Castle.
Okay, Rob.
Based on reputation, because I have not had it, I will say In-N-Out.
Ooh,
Because I
okay.
can't look at any of these and be like, would it really be better than In-N-Out? 'Cause
Oh,
I'm not a White Castle fan.
I do have a vendetta with In-N-Out. They put veggie burger on their menu, and it's not a burger.
What is it?
It's literally their toppings. Like they'll grill the onions, they'll put cheese on it. It's a veggie. Like I get what they're saying, but it's more like a veggie sandwich than a burger. Because
That-
burger,
That's
Right,
pretty
yeah.
funny.
If you told me you had a veggie burger, I would expect a vegetarian burger patty, not some
Yeah.
lettuce, tomatoes with some grilled onions and cheese on a bun.
Five Guys did that too with a hot dog bun.
really? Man,
Did they charge
Right.
$25 for that as well?
I don't remember. Laura got that.
oh, did she like it?
She said it was a lot of toppings and a hot dog bun.
Oh,
I can't remember.
Yeah, I
'Cause
would be
I look-
disappointed.
yeah,
Mhm, mhm.
man.
I'm gonna go the wild card and go with Jollibee. I love Jollibee.
I hear good things about it.
Okay. All right. So we have 2 White Castles, 2 In-N-Outs, 1 Jollibee. I guess maybe we should ask chat what's first then, White Castle or In-N-Out. Because I mean, if it were up to me, I'd put White Castle over In-N-Out, but I don't know how much that's the typical experience. All right, hold on. I'm gonna put a 2-minute poll
Oh, give me.
in chat. Okay, which one, chat? White Castle. Stupid typing. In and
Luke
out.
I
the
feel like
boss.
Jack in the Box should be lower.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, they do have egg rolls,
Oh,
Jack in the Box does?
right? Yeah, they have like
Yeah.
an egg roll or something,
Do they?
it's nasty.
if I recall.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible. No.
I will say this about White Castle: pop culture wise, that list does look more sensible. Even though I'm in complete disagreement, I'm like, well, that is what probably a lot of people in the country would say.
Mhm. Okay, while we wait for chat, then we can think about now we have Jimmy John's, Sonic, Steak and Shake, Wendy's, Jack in the Box.
I'd say
So-
Jack in the Box.
Hmm?
I'd say
Oh.
Jack in the Box.
Is next.
really?
You think?
Of those 5, yeah.
Okay.
Man, I Jimmy John's is just so bland.
All right, I think so.
But it's the sauce.
It's the sauce. Yeah, I guess.
And you can choose the condiments.
Can you? Because I swear, every time I go in there, like, hey, you want some cheese and lettuce? And I'm like, I guess.
That's not bland if that's all you're getting.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I can get. At least Subway, they got vegetables.
I don't know. I've never been to Jimmy John's and been disappointed. I sometimes have been not like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever. But
Yeah.
I
mean, Sonic's got a lot of drinks.
So you would put Sonic next, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sonic's got it, and others don't.
All right, so we've got a Jack in a Box, we've got a Sonic.
I'll say Sonic too, just kind of
I'll
for
say
like the
Sonic.
reputation around it. Like I remember liking it okay, but
Yeah,
the
no,
way people
I
talk
agree
about,
with
it, I'm like,
Sonic.
yeah, I think people are probably right about that.
I would go Wendy's.
Oh, I mean,
But that's just me, and that's okay. Sonic is the winner. Has anyone else besides Brad had Jack in the Box?
No, like I said, we grew up
Oh.
right next to the place that had the E. coli breakout, so I never tried it after that.
I had it like 2 or 3 times in Seattle before that breakout happened, and at least back then in 1992, I wasn't impressed.
Also, chat voted to keep In-N-Out above White Castle here. Like,
Yeah.
by a
Good
lot.
people.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's fair. In-N-Out is before White Castle. Fine, I get it. So I feel like since Brad's the only one, he's the only one who could tell us like where it should sit on the list. So we'll do Sonic and then Jack in the Box. Is that cool? We cool with that?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So then our bottom 3.
Then I would do Wendy's.
Okay.
I would put Wendy's next, and then probably as is Jimmy John's and Steak and Shake.
Steak and
or if you
Shake.
want to reverse that, but
Yeah, it's fine with me.
yeah.
I mean, I don't like Wendy's, but if you want to do that, I'm not gonna fight. It's there. I mean,
That's what I would do. But I also would switch Steak and Shake and Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is okay, but I don't think it's like
I'm fine with
best.
that. It's just Steak and Shake is a little more specialized, so I feel like not as
But
many
that's what
people
makes it
can go
special.
there.
But
Yeah, they got
Well,
more specialized than Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's only sells subs and cookies.
no. I meant yeah, but Jimmy John's like I don't know. I see Jimmy John's everywhere in the corporate world, like businesses order it and stuff. Like my wife, when she would do like corporate things, like everybody's always ordering Jimmy John's, so it's pretty ubiquitous. Steak and Shake, like you got to drive there, you got to like it's. I think it's a little more specific, but
I mean, I think it's Jimmy John's is safe because it is so
Yeah.
bland. Like
Yeah.
people aren't going to turn
Yeah.
down.
I'm not saying Jimmy John's is better. I'm fine with it as
Okay.
is.
All right.
I was
Okay.
just saying. I was initially saying it because I feel like Jimmy John's is everywhere.
Yeah. I'm gonna just leave the B for a future us problem because
Yeah.
there's so
That's fair.
much in
Yeah.
B.
there's so
Many.
many.
If we even get back to it, let's actually tackle an easier one. Let's look at D.
Yeah.
Let's look at
Okay,
D.
D.
Alright,
Honestly,
so-
D, I think we could just move Denny's, Sbarro, and Subway to F. Why are they even like? They should be F. Arby's and
I mean,
IHOP can stay in D.
Arby's does have stuff there that I like, but I'm cool with it being a D.
Like I don't know. Again, dietary bias. Like Subway, I can take it home and throw some things on it and make it work. The rest of them, it's a trip to the bathroom. I'm sorry.
Always a trip to the bathroom. Who knows what E. coli's in that lettuce?
Oh yeah, I don't use the lettuce. I don't usually go for lettuce. And then I heat it up. I always toast that sandwich. I'm like, yeah, just
It's all cross-contaminated, man. You see the way they're moving so
you gotta
quick.
get in there early. You gotta get in there early.
I gotta set my alarm.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yay,
Can
today
we,
we'll
at
try a
least, can
Subway.
we at least put Denny's in F? Who's going to defend Denny's here?
I'll
Oh,
defend their honey
oh.
mustard.
I want to know who you are, because I want to round you up.
Their fries are really good.
Oh, so the California Denny's, they do a good fish and chips.
Oh, for fuck's sake! No, we're not defending Denny's. Put it in the F.
Their barbecue chicken sandwich was good.
Okay. Can we agree IHOP is better than Denny's, so that should probably be the highest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
IHOP's better than
IHOP's better than Denny's. I would agree with that for sure. But what should be our number one in D?
I still say IHOP, honestly. Going there again,
Yeah.
the pancakes still weren't that great, but everything else was totally fine.
IHOP,
Yeah.
Arby's.
Subway? Because
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know. I'm looking at the three of them, Denny's, Sbarro, and Subway. I'm like, they're all equally garbage.
yeah, you can't really move them too much. Again, I have dietary bias, so after IHOP, I would put Subway. Personally,
I would put after, there.
yeah, like right there.
Yeah, that looks good. Yeah.
Are we swapping Denny's and Sbarro, or are we leaving them be?
Yeah, let's do it. Swap Denny's and Sbarro.
Yeah, I
Really?
would swap it.
I'm more likely to be walking in a mall and be like, well, I guess I'll try Sbarro. It's been a while. Versus I'm going to drive to a freaking Denny's.
They were like
They
splitting
got to
hairs
bring the
here.
America pancakes back.
America.
All right. How about the C's? What do you think
KFC
should
can
be
go to the top there.
number one at C?
KFC. Or no, KFC or Long John's.
I agree with Brad. I guess if I had to choose just for title recognition, because people like it, probably KFC. But
Yeah.
I think the same about Long John's too.
I know I'm going to be in the minority
Oh.
on this, but if I had to pick my top two from C,
say
it's
Chipotle?
Chipotle and Noodles and Company.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Chipotle's there. Yeah, So
Speaking of not real Mexican food.
Yeah, no, not at
Yeah.
all.
No, that's fine. Just not real food.
yeah, it's gonna be Chipotle or Checkers. I actually like Checkers.
Hmm.
Their fries are
Okay.
nice.
All right, so more people than not have said KFC at the top, so fine.
Oh.
Fine. Let's see. There was mention of
Yeah, we only do
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
There was mentions of Checkers. There's mentions of Long John. There's a mention of Noodles and Company.
It's
It's okay.
who
It
mentioned that
doesn't have to
again?
be that high. I get it. I understand.
Oh, I don't care. I mean, we don't care. That's fine.
I'm
I,
really,
I like it better than Boston Market.
Yeah, no, I would put Boston Market between Little Caesars and Panera.
if I ended up in a Noodles and Company, I wouldn't be mad. I'd just be like confused. Because I'm like, I could have made this. But
Malcolm
We're
Alton
here.
just ends up in food places and is
Places.
confused.
like, how'd I get here?
That so sounds right. That so sounds Malcolm.
Yeah.
That really set me, Malcolm.
I will say, okay, put Panera above Boston Market.
Okay. Well, what's the worst? Maybe let's get that one out of the way. What would you put like towards the end here?
Honestly,
hard.
I would be tempted to say Little Caesars. It's just only the Crazy Bread's what I like.
I
there,
would
but-
say Papa John's is worse than Little Caesars. Little
Oh,
Caesars
I
knows
agree.
what it is.
Okay. Full disclosure, I can't see the Papa John's. I'm looking
Yeah, I
at
couldn't
the
see
one
it.
for-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
So
know.
Papa John's is the worst. I'd put Little Caesars in front of that then.
All of these I kind of like. um, man, I
I-
don't know what I would put at the end.
I personally put Waffle House, but Papa John's is there. I'm not gonna fight it.
Oh, Waffle House is in
Same.
there too. Yeah, Waffle House is probably.
The bottom two. I think that's a pretty good bottom three, actually.
The bottom three we have right now are Panera, Waffle House, and Papa John's.
Can you switch Little Caesars and Boston Market? I would actually much rather have Little Caesars and Boston Market.
That's fair. Can we put Panera
Yeah,
above
fine.
Boston
Because of the
Market
Crazy
then?
Bread. I'll agree because of the Crazy Bread.
Can we put
Yeah, that's
Panera
fine.
above Boston Market?
Okay. Just
Oh,
the
yeah.
more we can get Boston Market down, I think we're finding out.
I feel like Carl's Jr. is getting away with murder, though.
That's true, actually. We haven't touched that Carl's Jr. Where does Carl's Jr.?
I'm indifferent
I
to
don't know.
Carl's Jr. because I haven't
Yeah.
had them in forever.
That's
Me-
true.
me
Thank
too.
you, Malcolm, for calling out the Carl's Jr.
Because I'm like,
You're right.
I think I would rather.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was like, I would rather go into a Noodles and Company than like Carl's. I think.
Would it
Chris,
go,
you're right. He almost got away with that.
Would it go
Yeah.
before or after Boston Market, you think, Carl's Jr.?
I probably have Carl's Jr. over Boston Market.
Yeah.
Brad?
We moved Panera up.
Yeah. Panera's above Boston Market.
I agree.
So wait, Carl's Jr.
Yeah,
is
right.
above?
Above Boston Market. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Beautiful. All right. We only have 3 minutes, so we're not going to get this whole entire thing
Oh, we
figured
can do it.
out
Come
here.
on.
Okay, how do you do
But-
this list anyway? They're all different.
They're all
Like,
so
wildly
different.
Yeah.
The B is A&W, Blimpies, Burger King, Raising Cane's, Chick-fil-A, Church's Chicken, Domino's, DQ, Firehouse Subs, Five Guys, Jersey Mike's, McDonald's, Panda Express, Penn Station, Pizza Hut, Potbelly, Qdoba, Quiznos, Roy Rogers, Schlotzsky's, Taco Bell, and Wingstop.
How about we all just pick our favorite?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Of this list.
Okay.
Okay.
Your favorite of the B.
Of B.
Mhm.
Guys.
Okay, Brad is Five Guys.
She was gonna say
Oh.
Potbellies, but I forgot Taco Bell.
Ooh, pot belly for me.
Okay. I'm Taco Bell.
Oh, you're Taco Bell now?
Oh,
Damn
I'm
it.
Taco
Okay.
Bell.
Okay. Man, which one would be mine then? Shoot, Rob, you go. I'm still looking.
I don't know, man. God, out of this list,
They're all so okay.
I know that's
They're all
that's
so
the problem.
mid.
They're all very okay.
Uh,
I'll just say Burger King.
All right.
okay, good, because that's the one I was gonna choose now. Okay. I'll say Quiznos. When they were good, they were very good.
Quiznos, interesting. Okay. All right. You know what? And we'll leave it at that. I'm sorry we didn't have time to organize all of the B categories.
And Walter would be happy. The Five Guys is the highest of the B.
He likes Five Guys.
Oh, he loves
I graded Five Guys an S.
So I mean, the fries are phenomenal.
He
Fries are really
literally
good.
called in and was like, "You."
Mhm.
He was so upset about Five Guys not being an S tier, and he's like, "Yeah, no, burger, the most overrated burger joint in the entire country. To have Five Guys, yes, it's expensive, but you get quality, Rob. Rob, you get quality. Quality."
Yeah, I was getting yelled at about Five Guys the other day. Yeah, they were telling me about like the quality of it. I'm like, all right. Guys.
I agree.
It is a scam, absolute scam. Anybody who talks about the quality, just stamp cultist on their forehead and be done
Yeah.
with them.
It's go ahead. It's an S.
Brad, come here.
All right, cool. Well, thank you everyone for joining us here today. We super appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and remind everyone that the reason that we did this is because we were able to hit our sub goal, and we do have a new May
Not our sub
goal, which is for 125. Does it say 24? I don't know. 125 subs, so we're about 24 subs away, and if we hit that by May 29th, and this is a goal that we've had before, but I feel like it's very topical right now and we can do it. We'll do an MCU quiz. So you know how sometimes we do those quizzes where you can see if you can beat the team? We'll do a quiz on the MCU. Everyone wants to brush up on their
I'm
MCU
gonna
knowledge.
beat
Who is the bigger dork?
you. No, I'm not. But
Wait,
I
what's this
won't be
quiz?
last. Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Marvel
okay.
movies, the MCU. Mm-hmm.
I think I'm okay at it.
Yeah. Well,
That's where we're
we'll
all
have to see. We'll have to see if we reach that goal. So just a reminder, that'll be there for the whole month of May. And hoping we can hit it because I love doing these fun streams with y'all.
Yes.
I think we are actually going to go send a raid over to Tamara because I think she's
Woo.
live right now. And it's been a little while since we've raided Miss Tamara Chambers. So we're going to go head over to Miss Tamara Chambers over there. Fantastic. Beautiful. Kirok, thank you so much for that 51-month subscription. Welcome back. Appreciate that. I'm 2 days off schedule. How is everyone? We're doing great. Thank
Good.
you. We
Good,
just
good.
Good.
argued about fast food and it was wonderful. Thank you again to Brad for joining us for this and being our
Yeah.
resident fast food
Anytime.
expert. We loved having you. I
Thank
hope
you so much.
Yeah. I hope everyone has a good rest of your night. Remember, we do have content here 5 days a week. Doug will be back tomorrow. Malcolm, you will not be here on Thursday, correct?
Correct. I'll be back next week.
So you'll just have to watch the VODs and cry about how much you miss Malcolm on Thursday. And then on Friday, Doug will be back with more Resident Evil 2. Burnsy, thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate that. Ciao as well. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. 5 guys.